Today, I'm looking back at the Tesla stock. On March 17th, I did an analysis based on my Invest Diva Diamond Analysis, the IDDA, and I suggested that after its stock price crash that brought down the price to $390, I forecasted that based on my system, the price could go back up to around 758. Now, today it is April 14th, and we are almost there. It has just touched just above 738, and it could reach the price that I mentioned before. If you haven't watched that video, I definitely would recommend that you watch the video to see how I analyze the market. And I wanted to get back here. The reason why I wanted to look at Tesla again is because I actually got quite a lot of backlash on that analysis, and people said there is no way Tesla is going to go back. And I wanted to actually take this opportunity and say, first of all, I'm not saying that I'm Nostradamus. I'm not saying that I know everything. My system has repeatedly given me price points that has worked out, not only with Tesla, but also with over 50 other assets in my portfolio that I cover every single week with our premium investing group members. Tesla is one of the ones that I have been sharing publicly and discussing my analysis. I 100% stand by my system, the Invest Diva Diamond Analysis, that covers the market, analyzes any asset, not only stocks, but also Forex and cryptocurrencies from 5 different points: fundamentals, technicals, market sentiment, and it fits it with your unique risk tolerance. Tesla happens to be suitable for those with medium to high risk tolerance because it is a little bit more of a medium-term investment. For example, this is not a stock that I invest for my dad in his portfolio. My dad is 80. He invests in dividend stocks and more long-term and things that gives him payment, even though he has a little bit of Tesla, but that is not his main asset. Tesla makes sense for me and my husband because we're younger and I can afford to get in and out of it. And we have been getting in and out of it in the past 5 years based on my technical analysis and my Ichimoku system. Today, I wanted to take a look back at this and analyze where the Tesla stock could go from here. Of course, Tesla is not one of my top picks for long-term holding. This is one of, as I said, 50 stocks that I hold in my portfolio, along with other assets that we have been investing in. My name is Kiana Danial. If you're new here, welcome. You may have seen me or heard of me on media like Forbes, Time, Fox Business, CNN, and more. I have written multiple books, including a new book that is exclusive only to our subscribers. My mission is to help moms take control of their financial future and make their money work for them. If you haven't already, definitely go ahead and check out learn.investdiva.com/yes for my presentation on how you can take control of your financial future. Now let's go and take a look at the Tesla stock. All right, here we're looking at the Tesla stock price on the charts. As I mentioned before, the Invest Diva Diamond Analysis has 3 other dimensions of analyzing the markets, including fundamentals and market sentiment. Right now, I'm only looking at technical analysis. And what I had figured out in the previous video that I shared was that Tesla stock tends to fall into a range. And after it reached these lows, which was 290, was the exact price point that I created as a support level, is because it used to be the resistance level in the past. It was the top of the range for the Tesla stock for the longest time, since July of 2017 until August of 2019, and that's why it acted as a support this time around, and the price tested it, and then it went back up. Now you can see that we are almost reaching the upper band of the range. Now couldn't go back up to 941. It 100% could, but I do believe that the stock price could fall back into this range just because this is the tendency that the Tesla stock has. Now, keep in mind that the Tesla stock has a little bit of a different pattern compared to the other stocks during COVID-19. Majority of other stocks, if you look at Dow Jones, which kind of represents, they crashed at the beginning of March. And if you look at almost any other stock besides the ones that have been directly impacted by the coronavirus, like Zoom and Netflix. They crashed, they reached a low, and now they are reaching a resistance level right below the Ichimoku cloud on the daily chart. And from here, again, I believe that we're going to see another round of bearish movement, but there are people in the markets that believe this was it for a recession, and the markets are going to go back up. Now here, I want to encourage you not to listen to me as where the markets could go from here, because nobody really can forecast that or predict that. The reason why I came up with this prediction on my end is because I honestly don't think that COVID-19 is behind us. Today, we surpassed 2 million cases of COVID-19 in the world. It took only 11 days to go from 1 million to 2 million, whereas it took about 4 months to go from 0 to 1 million on April 3rd. So for me, I believe we're going to see a little bit of a relief or whatever. This is going to continue. And even if it goes away in the summer, it could come back in November. And I do believe that we are going to see another round of bearish movements. Now, I know that today's and yesterday's rally was because President Trump said that he has authority to reopen the country and markets are going to go back to normal. And that's the reason why people started buying. I do not want to get political in this, but this is something that has happened in Iran as well. I am originally from there. That is what the Iranian government did. The dictators in Iran reopened the country. And I personally know for a fact, and I know of people who have been dying and continuing to die, and Iran is not even reporting the exact numbers. Our friends and friends of family have been dying and they're not in the corona list. So I do not mean to scare you, but that is the reason why I believe that opening up the country and getting people to go back to normal may actually do more harm. Now, I don't know what Trump is going to do. I don't know what the governors are going to do, but that is basically where my head is at. I think that this was a temporary correction in the market during a sell-off. And if you can certainly take advantage of it. Our premium investing group members have. So we bought at the bottom basically last week and the week before. And today I advise people who have medium to higher risk tolerance to take profit and wait on for the next round of bearish movement. Now, of course, there is risk in this because if I'm wrong, and I could very well be wrong, and if this was it for the sell-off, then if you sell today, you are going to miss out on the further gains. So you definitely have to really weigh the risk and see which one aligns well with your financial goals. As I said, I have a higher risk tolerance, and I'm younger, I invest more in growth stocks, whereas my dad invests more in income stocks and dividend stocks. So for him, it doesn't make sense to take profit right now, because if he takes profit, let's say of Lockheed Martin or something else that pays a lot of high dividends, he will miss out on the dividend payments. So put that and keep that into your consideration when you create your investment strategy. I'm always here to help. Don't forget to ask me questions in the comment. I read each and every comment. If you think this is going to be helpful for one of your friends, definitely forward it to them. Subscribe and like this video if you like this, and I'll see you in the next Invest Diva video.